And good morning, Infinity. It's great to have you here on this awesome Sunday morning. This is Yoga Sunday, and we are in the house today at the Infinity Fellowship. I'm Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr. I want to welcome you to the world's first and only Yoga Sunday service, an interspiritual gathering for people of all faiths, backgrounds, and paths. We're excited to welcome you into the space today as we open the way. I invite you to join us for what is a moving meditation. That's what Yoga Sunday is. We invite you in the space to go ahead and prepare your mind as we open the way for spirit for today's service. So take a deep breath in with me. That space of centering. Exhale, let it go. Good. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and release it. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release. Go ahead and allow your eyes to close in the space today. Allow your head to be bowed. Allow your heart to be open. As we tune into the God of our acceptance and understanding, we speak directly to that divine source. That divine source may have a name. That divine source may have an energy or a culture. That divine source may have a scientific beginning. Whatever that divine source is, I invite you in this stillness right now to be still in reverence and recognition as we speak directly to Spirit. All wise and all knowing and all loving God, we give thanks today for this opportunity to have a Yoga Sunday. Thank you for putting us in the body here. Thank you for those who are gathered here in this space and those who are broadcasting in from all around the world. We give gratitude for the ability to be able to move the body every fourth Sunday. Thank you for this unique vision that has come to a community called the Infinity Fellowship over 8 years ago. Thank you as this is our anniversary month as we stand in knowing that this vision is reaching people, as we stand in knowing that it is important to add the body to the column of mind and spirit when it's time to check off the alignment practices that keep us in touch with you. Thank you for your divine presence. Be ever with us as we acknowledge your awareness and presence right now. And we hope that something is shared in today's service, something is shared in the replay, that will remind us that we are empowered by you, with you, and through you. We speak this energy into the atmosphere and proclaim health. We proclaim healing. We proclaim energy. We proclaim expansion. And for those things we cannot put into words, we thank you in advance and proclaim, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. Deep breath in, exhale, let it out. Awesome. As we pour our water today, we pour our libations. It means pouring out of water. We pour out with living water. Represents those of us who are on this side of life. We pour into the earth. It represents what happens to this earthly vessel, this earth suit, if you will, when we no longer need it. So it is in this moment that I invite you to remember the ancestors, those who have gone on before, those who opened the way for us, those who walked on the unwalked path, those who cut their way through the wilderness, those who continue to give us strength, those who are the wind beneath our wings. We ask that you type their name in the box aloud or you speak them into the atmosphere when you're at home there. In this space, we will pour this water into the earth and we will recognize that we are all connected. In the Lakota tradition, the words that are used are mitakwiasin, me and all my relations. So we never go anywhere alone. We always go surrounded by those who came before us. We live this life in the right and proper way. making the great decisions that we should make that build great character, that build what the Yoruba people call iwa puele, excellent character. Then one day when we transition from the space of life into the space of life after life, those who remain will call our names and remember what we contributed to the world. We use the word ashe when we pour. It means spirit, life, divine essence, and energy, and we pour today aloud. Cool water, freshen our spirits, ashe. Freshen and consecrate this house of divine spirituality, ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors, ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation, ashe. Grant to us peace, strength, love, and prosperity, ashe. We pour in the direction of the north, where we find our direction, where we commit today to being a yes in the world, ashe. To the energies of the south that gives us remembrance in who we are and the struggles that we have made it through, ashe. To the energies of the east and the rising sun, the memory that, the recognition that, the acknowledgement that we got up today, this morning, and the sun rose, and we have another chance to get it right, ashe. To the energies of the west, where the sun goes down and the moon rises to light the night sky, recognizing that even in the darkness, we find the light, ashe. To the energy of the ground below us, recognizing that when we are rooted in who we are okay with loving ourselves, and when we're okay with loving ourselves, we're okay with loving everybody else, ashe. To the blank landscape of the sky above us, where we are able to envision our dreams and our purpose. And then through spiritual practice, we manifest in real time proof that our spiritual practices are manifesting fruit, ashe. Those 6 directions come together in the 7th direction. It is the space that is the intersection, the grand central station of all that is. The space where the dreams lie, the space in the Sanskrit language, since we're doing Yoga Sunday today, is called anahata. It is the space of the heart, that green divine light that makes it all worthwhile in remembrance, ashe. So at this time, call aloud the names of the ancestors you'd like to recognize in this moment of opening, and we shall pour with you in this space. Haywood Carr, Kathy Carr, Mother Carr, Thomas and Gussie Hayes, Stella Mae Carr, Haskell B. Carr, those who come before, Henderson Davis, Martha Davis, all the ancestors, the Davis family, Nolan family, Rogers family, to the space. And to the children in the womb, world, and yet unborn, we pray together. Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. And so it is. It is done. Awesome. Today's meditation comes to us via the great spiritual teacher and yogi, Paramahansa Yogananda. And as it comes up on your screen, you can read it with us. Yogananda reminds us, let my soul smile through my heart, and my heart smile through my eyes, that I may scatter rich smiles in sad hearts. Windows of the soul. Be careful how you look at people, how you go into the world. That means something. As I welcome you again to the Infinity Fellowship, y'all, I remind you of the 4 core spiritual principles that we practice here. We call it SNAP. Everybody at home and abroad can snap your fingers. Again, we are excited to have you here, but these 4 principles mean something. And as you see that come up on your screen at home, you can follow along with us. The S is for spirituality that transcends religion and connects us to the God of our own understanding. The N is for nurturing, nurturing of ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. The A is for action, because we take action on our callings and walk in our divine purpose every day. Finally, the P is for the proof that our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and maintaining of healthy and prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. We're so grateful you are all here as unique manifestations of our Creator, the loving, living spirit of our commonality, the divine source of all creation, perceived by many different names and yet known by one divine energy. This is the foundational practice of the Infinity Fellowship. And in this space, we invite you to recite with us our statement of infinitude. And it is coming up on the screen. Let us speak it together. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in a temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so according to the many and powerful ancient terms of affirmation. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. All right, good. I hope you're as excited as I am to be here today. We want to generate that energy of gratitude in the space today. So we're just going to encourage you in this moment to say good morning. Say good morning online. Type it into the box. Type it into the space to say good morning to you. When we're singing our normal songs, we sing good morning to you, dot, 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 and all of that. We go in. That's what we do at Infinity. But we want you to just say something that you're grateful for. If you're new to Yoga Sunday, tell us that you're grateful for getting here. You've been hearing about it. It's been going on. And what we'll do is we'll type back. You know, before Sunday and Yoga Sunday, we don't have the opportunity to read it out as much, but we do like to type back to you. During the week, during real time, we like to communicate. So please let us know one thing that you're grateful for, and we will say in that space, good morning to you. As we are saying good morning to you in our spirit, we're going to go ahead and welcome the first timers, our first time people. If this is your first time at Infinity, you can also put in the box, hey, this is my first time. So put first time in there, and everybody else, go ahead and shower them with hearts, shower them with all of the love that they are excited about experiencing through Infinity. If you've been hearing about us, we want to say welcome. My name is Jeff Obafemi Carr. For those of you who are just tuning in, they know me as Rev Jeff here at Infinity. And I am the Chief Spiritual Officer here at the Infinity Fellowship, and we want to welcome you into the space today. We want to let you know that we have a QR code that we put up on the screen. For those of you who are at home, we'll advance the slide a little bit and go to the space where we can see, there we are, and it'll bring it up on your screen as well. Go ahead and scan that for us. Hold your phone up to it if you've got it on your big screen at home and you're doing yoga on the floor with us today. Or if you're on the replay, hold it up and scan it. And it will let you know that you are connected to a community. We will send you a special gift and a thank you love note. So wherever you are, whether you're watching this right now in real time, what is real time anyway? It's perception. Or if you are watching it on the replay. On the replay, take a picture of that slide, take it up, and we'll put it up one more time on the screen for us. Daniel and Kamaria, we got it there. And that way we can know all about you and you can know all about us. We can get to know each other in a space of love. Ashe. 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 To our visitors, this may be our first physical time at Infinity, but we like to let you know in this moment that we get the joyful opportunity to recognize you for who you truly are. You are not a human being who showed up today to have a spiritual experience. That, of course, is going to happen. But the truth is, you are a spirit who is navigating the human experience, just like the rest of us. So as we are all in these earth suits and we are getting to know ourselves and each other, and we are putting together community, we are creating safe spaces, we want you to know that we see the real you. We have a special visitor's welcome that we say, and I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to ask that you give it back. If you're there with your family and your friends and you're gathered, go ahead and just hold your hands up to them and get ready to send that energy. If you're in the space, send that energy to somebody so that they too can experience that love. They too can experience that energy. They can feel it, and we can pull it all together. So take a deep breath. Exhale, let it all out. Awesome. Repeat after me. I see you. I see you. But you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation. Of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You are a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You are right here in front of me, where I can let you know, if nobody else will, that you are not alone. I'm with you. We're with you. And you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to grow, to learn, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you're shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome home. Asheo. Get your cell phone with a little groove. Shake it out because you're getting ready to get on the mat today. We're getting ready to kick it big time. We're getting ready to rock it. We got some folks in the house with us today. They're going to help us, hey, with the sway, yay, hey. All right, so I hope you're feeling good. If you're in that chat box and people are showering you with love, it's because you absolutely deserve it. We celebrate great things that happen for people in this space because when you tune yourself to the frequency of celebration for others, you invite the universe to open up the doors so that people can celebrate with you. And that is ancient wisdom. It is science. It is the law of attraction. It is a law. So let us celebrate today. It is time for us to participate in our giving. Giving is a sacred part of any ceremony, any community that comes together. We are excited to provide you with so much spiritual food. The gift of tithing is taking 10% of what you bring in any given situation and providing that back to the space where you receive your spiritual food. The act of offering is also the same thing. You feel as if you receive that spiritual food, you pour it back. And when you do that, you complete the circle and the circuit of abundance. And abundance for us is defined as a healthy family, a healthy vision for who you are, relationships that work, a healthy body. That's what Yoga Sunday is about. A job, a career, a work that is so much fun that is play. And all of the wealth and abundance that you need to live your life, to support organizations that you want to support, to build institutions that are going to build the beloved community. We're so grateful for you as people who partner with Infinity. That's how we're able to keep growing, and that's how we're able to keep reaching people around the world. So at this time, as you prepare to give, you can give via Cash App, you can give via PayPal, you can give via regular mail, you can give via international PayPal. Some of us are around the world. You can do that with our email, infinitynashville@gmail.com. So before we bring the slide up, I want to recognize in this space that we do not just give for the sake of giving. We give joyfully. So this is our opportunity to give. Let us give by sending out what we give with intention. We want to make sure that we send great energy into energy. That's all money is. Money is energy. It's how we vote. If I go into a person's house, they got 500 pairs of shoes. I'm telling you, I know what's exactly important to them. Especially if the roof's caving in, but they got 500 pairs of shoes. Shoes are important. That happens. And when we get to that space, well, shoes are important to people. Yes. So I used to have books that were caving in and books that were caving into the space. Books were caving in, roof was caving in my study, and I had a whole bunch of books. So I had to fix the roof just because they were caving in on my books. So books were important to me. But I eventually learned, all of it's important. So we're giving right now. We want to give with intention. So let us supercharge this by bringing up our offertory affirmation. We invite you to say it along with us. We will put it up on the screen at this time. Let us say it together. O limitless, abundant Creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken, and so it is. Let us give at this time, and we can say that everything is good. Come on. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good, and I got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on and sing that with me at home. Where you are. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good, and I got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on, can y'all sing that again? Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good, and I got it. I got it. Oh, I got it good. See, if you gave, you can go to the twine. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I got it. I got it. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it good. I got it. I got it. Oh, I got it good. I got it. I got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, yeah. I know we got it good. All that gratitude coming in the space today, all of that love coming in the space today, all that joy, all that freedom, all that energy coming into space today. You have made it to Yoga Sunday, so guess what? It's time for us to practice. What we're going to do now is to move into our flow. We've got a full chakra energy flow that we've been doing in 2022. Now we've learned it, so we're going to move into it. The fellowship has happened. We're going to add this practice to it. We're going to get to the last pose, which is corpse pose, which is Shavasana. And we're going to speak some affirmations. We're going to have a great Yoga Sunday. So go ahead, roll your mat out. Grab yourself a pillow. Get yourself in the position that you want to be in. If you got a book, if you got a bolster, whatever it may be that you need. You can grab yourself a strap. If you use a strap, you can use that. If you don't have a strap, you can use a towel. That's going to be helpful as well. You can use a book instead of a block. That helps you. Whatever you need for your core stability. We've got all levels of yoga here. So I am going to give you some adjustments if you need some adjustments. And we're going to get it going. All right, let's get going. We'll bring in a little under music and keep it going. All right, let's come to a seated position on your mats. Seated upright position. If you're able to cross your legs, cross your legs. If not, you can place one leg in front of you and one leg crossed. You can do either side, whichever one is going to be comfortable for you. But we're going to sit in the upright position to get started. And then we're going to pretend as if we are being suspended. So make sure that you're firmly sitting on your sit bones there, that you're feeling that on the bottom of your buttocks. And that there is a hook at the very top of your head at the crown, and at the tip of your head at the very top, inside that hook, there's a little bit of rope that's been attached with a little knot, like a good fisherman would attach. And I'm going to lift up on that hook, and what it's going to do is it's going to make you sit a little taller. Yeah, and it's going to make you separate, give you some separation in that spine. And that's going to give you the ability to breathe a little deeper. Yeah, so take some deep breaths. We're just going to slow it down. This entire practice, we're going to move through relatively quickly. And the reason why we're going to move through this practice today is so that you can understand that you can do this practice even if you say, I've got 15 minutes in the morning, I've got 20 minutes for lunch, I got 7 minutes in the parking lot. Whatever it is, there is no excuse. Just like right now, there's no excuse for not breathing. So take a deep breath in and out. And in order to make sure we're in full alignment, lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Feel that energy. It's so tight in there. I feel it in my throat. I'm talking like Daniel talks when he's doing his funny voice. And then how you do it? Shmear. That's Daniel in the back there. All right, feel all that energy in there on this Sunday morning. All right, breathe like that. It's a little harder to breathe because you feel the constriction in your neck. So move those shoulders back toward the back of the room. Keep them constricted. Deep breath in. And on exhale, release those shoulders to the floor. Oh yeah. They're going down to your side. The flesh on the outside of your shoulder blades is now dripping like syrup down your spine, all the way down your buttocks, past your sit bones, into the floor, into the mat. Everything is relaxed. And yet, because you did that exercise, you opened your chest. Because you open your chest, you can breathe deeper in through your nostrils. Follow the breath with your consciousness into your throat. Follow it into your esophagus. Follow it down past your breastbone, into your diaphragm. Feel it go all the way down past your belly button into the space below your hips. Yoga is about breathing. It's not about pain. Yoga is about centering, so go ahead and allow your eyes to gently close from top to bottom. Inhaling and exhaling, with each inhalation becoming even more full. With each exhalation becoming even more empty. It is from this place of peace and stillness that we affirm that we are going to be a yes today. So bring the palms of your hands together at the middle of your chest. Allow your thumbs to meet. Press the palms of your hands together, the tips of your fingers together, the knuckles together. And then gently rest your thumbs on your breastbone there in the center of your chest. In the space of the heart chakra, the space of anahata. Inhale and feel the energy of green coming in and out. And from this place in this moment, we want you to set your intention for today. What is your intention? Intentions can range from I'm getting a deeper downward dog to I'm making it through the practice to I'm going to be here through the affirmations, through I am going to show up this week as my body is showing up in this moment. You choose the intention and spend 3 breaths inhaling and exhaling that intention right now. Good. From this space of intention, take a deep inhale. Exhale, release your hands toward the floor, and just go ahead and shake them out from side to side. Flap them up and down. Make some circles. Good. Take a good inhale, reach toward the ceiling. Exhale, twist toward the right. Drop your right hand toward the back of your body, toward the back of your mat. Reach your left hand out forward, touch the block or touch the mat, and look back over your right shoulder. Inhale, exhale, sit a little taller, twist a little deeper. We're going to warm up our spine. We're going to warm up our intestinal tract. After today's practice, you may feel as if you've got to eliminate, which means, guess what? Your body is working. Deep inhale. Exhale, look a little further over your shoulder if you can. Go where your body is telling you to go. Good. Full exhale. Stretch as far as you can. Now inhale, both hands back up, turn back to the center. Exhale, turn to the right. Left hand back toward the back of the mat. Right hand toward the front of the mat and twisting. Turning your shoulder to the left, your shoulders to the left. Good. Inhale. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Look further over your shoulder if you're able to. 2 more deep breaths in that position. On an exhale, blow it all out. Stretch a little more if you can. On an inhale, reach both hands up, come back to center. Exhale, place both hands on your kneecaps. Reach forward, place both hands on the mat, come to all fours. Cat-cow to warm up the spine. Inhale, lift your heads up toward the ceiling. Drop your navel toward the floor, arch your back. Really drop that navel down. Stick that butt up, don't be afraid. Good, that's an inhale. On an exhale, drop the crown of your head toward the floor and round that back. Lift that navel in and up toward the spine, blow it all out. Good. Now let's go through that. Let's get 3 good solid breaths in. Inhale, come up into cow. Exhale, go down into cat. Round it back is the cat. Remember that sound. On your own, 3 breaths, moving only as fast as your breath allows you, and the goal is to go slow. Feel your spine waking up. Really drop that navel toward the floor. Let that air move and circulate through the lower part of your body. Really tuck it in where you arch your back. When you completed the final breath, come back to neutral, tabletop, and then check in with your body. Make sure that your hands, your wrists are directly under your shoulders. Make sure that your knees are directly under your hips and that they are placed about hips distance apart. You can tuck your toes. You can point your toes toward the back of the room and rest on top of your feet. Just take a couple of good deep breaths there with your head at neutral, looking just beyond the front of your mat. Tabletop with a flat back. Everything is even. That means I could take a block, I could take a plate, and place it squarely on your back because your back is flat. And the block or the table top will be flat. Excellent. All right, take a deep inhale. Reach toward the front of your mat. Spread your fingers and your palms. Lift your feet up off the mat. Move your knees to the outer edges of the mat. Point your toes toward the back of the room. Now sit back on your heels into child's pose. Child's pose is a pose of rest. At any given point, it is an active pose. But at any given point, you need to just fall into child's pose, especially first timers. Ain't no shame in the yoga game. You sitting in lotus position just with your legs crossed, holding your hands in a mantra, that is as much yoga as it is standing on your head. It's all the same. Are you breathing? Yes, you are. Deep breath in. Exhale, blow it all out. Sit a little deeper if you're able to. Let's create some blessed tension, the yoke of yoga, by sitting further back and yet reaching forward. And as you reach forward and sit back, you elongate that spine. Some of you may feel a little bit of clack, clack, click, click, click. It's not painful, but it feels good. That's the spinal fluid being awakened. That's the little bit of separation that takes place in the vertebra that allows lubrication to get there, right? We're going to be in a healing space through this flow today. Two more deep breaths. This time I want you to see the breath entering your lungs and entering the space of your lat muscles, which are underneath your underarms. That air is coming in through your lat muscles and coming all the way down up into your waist and your hips and your spine. It's going down into your belly button. Oh, you're feeling it all. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to all fours. Bring your knees back in under your hips. Tuck your toes. Good. Now raise your hips into the sky. Straighten your arms, straighten your legs, and go back into downward facing dog. Pressing back into downward facing dog. Looking awesome. As you are pressing back into downward facing dog, remember, the goal of downward facing dog is to create a pyramid. We want a pyramid shape in downward facing dog. We don't want to lean forward because leaning forward is a push-up. So anytime we're leaning forward, we're putting immense pressure and immense weight on the front of our body. We talk about with downward facing dog. We'll make that adjustment. So raise up on your tippy toes, bend your knees, Now arch your back up toward the ceiling. Good. And as you arch your back up, you arch your butt up in the air. You drop your chest closer to your knees. And you think about your ears being parallel with your biceps. So your head is not forward. You see that? You feel that press? Good. Now keep that pressing position. Straighten your knees again. Straighten your legs. Good. Straighten your legs and then ease back down onto your heels if you can, or stay on your tippy toes, whichever one is comfortable. 3 deep breaths in downward facing dog. Now that we have it correct, we want to make sure that we've got core stability going on here. Lift that navel up and in toward the spine. Good. Last inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Look at the front of your mat between your hands. Step, jump, or float forward, and just hang there in ragdoll. Lift up a heel, alternating, sway a little bit from side to side to awaken the hamstrings and the back of your legs. If you need a block, of course, you can stand on a block. If you say, well, that ragdoll isn't deep enough, you can always stand on a block. If you need a little assistance, you can always hold a block or a book. If you need even more assistance, you can just bend your knees. Remembering that when you get into the forward fold position, that's what this is, that you bend starting with the waist. So as you are bending, you're not trying to arch your back, you're not trying to roll your back. You're trying to keep your back flat as you come forward. So even if you have to bend your knees, do that. The chest is the last thing to come down, and then finally the head. So the head's the last thing to come down, but bring it with your chest. Find a space of stillness. Inhale. Exhale, release a little further to the floor. Good. Inhale, come halfway up. Back is flat just like it was in tabletop. Good. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, extended mountain pose. Hands together and then to heart center. We're going to inhale and we're going to exhale 3 times, and each time we're going to do an om. And when we get through the 4th time, we're just going to do a long breath. All right, so inhale from the place of stillness. Exhale, om. Inhale. Inhale. Inhale and exhale. Release those hands to the side. Good. Now let's do some sun salutations. Let's get this thing going. This is the movement part. It's all in a part of a flow. It's all going to fit together. We're going to flow through this and we're going to enjoy it. Y'all ready? I know I'm ready. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. You can rest your thighs if you need to. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Remember in downward facing dog, that position of pressing back, even as you are lifting those hips, straightening those arms and legs. Even though the hands are planted, you're rotating those biceps outward because that's giving you core stability. So instead of in where your elbows can bend, you're keeping them straight and then sending the bicep muscles outward. And you'll find that it'll bring those shoulder blades together more. And you'll find that core strength energy. Excellent. Dog's looking amazing. Big inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands, step, jump, or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You see where we're going with this. Inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands. Step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, blow it all out. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale here. Exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands. Step, jump, or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Doing your best to inhale and exhale through your nose. Constricting that throat. Last week, if you didn't watch If Speaks, watch it. We talked with Alex Chirus about that constricted breathing, that breathing where you constrict your throat to make that ocean sound. It's called Ujjayi breath. That's what we're doing today. Ujjayi throughout the whole time. One more deep breath. Exhale, blow it all out. Step just the right foot forward. Inhale up. Warrior 1 on the right side. Feel it and adjust your warrior. If you need to shorten your stance, shorten it. If you need to widen it, widen it. Just make sure that that front knee is exactly over that front ankle and that those toes are facing straight ahead at 12 o'clock and not to the side. That back foot is supported, that back leg in that old wide open stance is at a 45-degree angle on that mat. So it's not aligned with the back of the mat. It's not pointing toward the front. It's split the difference of 45 degree, and you are lifting that thigh. You are energizing that thigh. You are feeling that energy in that thigh. You are lifting that kneecap toward your hips. Think about that. Lift your kneecap up towards your hips. Out, you engage the quad. There it is. Reaching up, looking between the hands, taking a deep breath, exhaling into low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's move through these. Big inhale here. Exhale, blow it all out. Step the left foot forward. Raise up with an inhale into Warrior 1 on the left side. Check in with your body. Pause and drop your arms just to check in with your body to make sure that you have the exact same symmetry that you had. You may have a wider stance on your left side or a shorter stance. Why? Because your body is going to be that way. It's going to be different. Don't judge it. Just adjust. Do what makes you comfortable. Yoga is not about pain. It's about the stillness and finding the peace. Once you find that peace, go ahead and lift those hands toward the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Immediately step that right foot forward. Inhale up, Warrior 1 on the right side. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, all in one movement. Chaturanga, exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale up, Warrior 1 left side. Exhale, low plank. Chaturanga Vinyasa, inhale, upward facing dog. It's what these 3 movements are together. Chaturanga and Vinyasa. Downward facing dog, blow it all out. Good, let's do just one more round before we go. Big inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, Warrior 1 right side. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior one, left side. Inhale up. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale here. Exhale, blow it all out. Step, jump, or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Bring the hands together. Exhale to heart center, then to the side. Excellent. Let's work on our root chakra. We are now rooted. Our energy is stimulated. We're going to keep going in this flow. We're going to keep this continual motion. Go into the tree position. You know to turn that right foot at a 45-degree angle. True north with that left foot. Favor the energy, favor the weight onto that left foot. When you are ready, pull your foot into the position that you're going to take for tree pose. That energy is red. That energy is red. It is a root energy. So place it either in the lotus position for advanced yogis, the foot on the inner thigh or against the knee or against the calf, the inside of the calf muscle, or simply on the floor with the ankle supporting that right heel. Find that position, place the hands at heart center. And let's find our stillness for tree. Find something in the room that is not moving and focus on it. It will help you with your tree. Inhale up, put those branches out. Keep inhaling and exhaling deeply. Move it to one side if you'd like. If you fall out of it, guess what? That's called yoga. Move it to the other side. Back to the center. Hands to heart center. Hands open. Big inhale, roll those shoulders back and down. Exhale, drop that foot to the floor. Good, shake it on out. Then you shake it all about. You do the hooky pokey. Okay, that's another class. All right, let's go. So to the other side, opposite side. Big inhale, come into your tree position, wherever you're going to be. And again, if you feel it's different, y'all know I've been rehabbing my knee. So there's only so far my left knee is going to come up. So I don't judge it. I just say, that's where my knee wants to be right there. My knee wants to be in that position. Find that position that is great for you. Come into it, hands at heart center, and breathe. Inhale the stillness. Here it is, and come on back. Raise those branches toward the ceiling. Big inhale, turn to one side. Exhale, turn to the opposite side. Big inhale and exhale, come back to the center. You might want to sway the branches, some of you super advanced folk. Come back to prayer at heart center. Inhale. Exhale, send those hands to the side. Enjoy that feeling. Roll those shoulders back and down. Good. Now drop them to the sides. Let's come back and square ourselves into Tadasana, mountain pose. Come to the front of your mats. Put your feet together or hips distance apart. Lift those toes up so that we can grind the feet into the mat without the benefit of the toes. Once we've done that, spread those toes out, drive them into the mat. Turn your lower body, your shins, your thighs, your knees, everything turns in. You can't move your feet, right? They're both facing north, so everything turns in. And now the navel is lifted up and in. So now your entire body is activated in perfect posture. Great job. Let's put some flow into this. We're going to go to the next position. The next position is a position of the color orange. It is the sacral position. It is that chakra. That is that energy center for creativity, for reproductive organs. We're going to cleanse those. We're going to keep that palette of the body going too. So inhale up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Exhale. Step your right foot forward. Warrior one on the right side. Exhale, drop into warrior two on the right side. Give us a little inhale in a reverse warrior. Bring that palm up toward the ceiling, those fingertips. Exhale, bring it back down to warrior two. Now turn to the side of your mat. Point your toes toward the corners of your mat now. Good. Keeping that body even. We're going to bend our knees and we're going to go into goddess pose. You can also go into goddess pose against the wall. If you need to, go to the wall now and just put your back against the wall and slide downward, bending your knees with your hands either open, finding a okay position, a mudra, or placing them at heart center. That's going to be goddess pose. Go ahead and find the space where you will hold the goddess pose. And as you have found the space of goddess pose, some of you want an extra workout. You want to go extra deep. You want to get an extra lunge in. All of that is awesome too. You can absolutely do that. When you are in that space, you can then lift your heels off the mat if you'd like. Goddess against the wall. I'm going to lift my heels. It's a little easier when you're against the wall too. You have that support and that stability. Good. Take an inhale and drop a little deeper if you can. Exhale, come back to standing. Turn back to warrior two on the right side. Leaning forward with that right knee, looking out over your middle finger, making both arms parallel. Being pulled forward with your right arm, being pulled back with your left. Keeping them both parallel, opening the chest. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, turn all the way into the warrior one position, back on the right hand. Send those thumbs on an inhale toward the back of the room and exhale, low plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Y'all are doing great. Inhale here. Exhale, step forward with your left foot. Let's do it. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale down, warrior two, right side. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, back to warrior two. Turn to the side. That's star position. Good. Inhale, take it down the wall that is attached to your spine into the goddess position. If you keep that position, if you always are keeping that position, you will feel an invisible wall. Those of you who are on the wall, please go to the wall. It's a great place to go to. If you're not on the wall, you will feel that imaginary wall straightening your back. So I take that mic stand like that. You see how it's perfectly straight and she's not arched over? She's lifting the navel and lifting the spine and feeling that space of positioning all the way. That's alignment. 2021 was the year of alignment. In alignment, you get to get attainment, which is 2022. Want to come up on those tippy toes, lifting those heels off the mat if you can. Squatting a little deeper. Awesome. Big inhale. Exhale, relax back onto your heels, turn back to the front. Warrior two on the opposite side. Inhale up, warrior one, opposite side. And vinyasa. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Now let's get a little crocodile. Exhale, just drop to the floor, lay on your belly. Place your arms in front of you, ahead of the mat, crossing. Place your forehead on your forearms and just relax. Yes, y'all hear that? Exhale, that is relaxation. We're gonna take 3 deep breaths in this position. You can rest your chin on the mat, you can rest your chin on the block. You can turn your head to one side or the other. Just gently and slowly do it. We're in the middle of the second breath now. We're getting ready to work on the solar plexus. That area right around your navel. That area just above, between your navel and your rib cage. The strength and willpower. That color is going to be yellow. Inhale. Exhale. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Good. Now press up, press back onto all fours. From all fours, you can shoot through, you can jump through, you can cross your legs, advanced yogis, and pull it through. But however you can come to a seated position in the middle of your mat. You can just sit down and turn around. That's the best way to do it. Awesome, good. You can shoot through one day. We're going to shoot through one day. We'll shoot through it. Get my knee back. I'm going to shoot through with y'all. We're going to go. Okay, great. So now that we're in the seated position, go ahead and extend your legs in front of you. Point your toes toward the ceiling. Bring your heels together. Bring your feet together. Good. Awesome. Now bend your knees, bringing your feet towards your buttocks. Reach back on the back of your mat, toward the back of your mat. Find the balancing with your hands. Lift your legs off the mat. Lift your feet off the mat. Find your sit bones. Hold that position. If you have a strap, you can use a strap. Now I don't want you to round your back. I want you to straighten your back. And I want you to find that position of the boat. Find that position where you are just like this, on your sit bones, leaning back, finding the balance place. You can hold the space under your thighs, the back of your thighs if you need to. As Sister Kanitha is demonstrating, you can wrap the towel around the balls of your feet. And if you do so, you can even extend your legs, straighten them, point your feet forward, and then bring your toes backwards. Oh yes, extra stretch there. Good. Now, we're gonna do 2 or 3 of these together. It's gonna be great. Your solar plexus is gonna love you for this, okay? Take a deep inhale, find the balance. Exhale, find the stillness. All right, we are on the willpower chakra here. Good. The color there is yellow. We just moved from orange to yellow. Good. On an inhale, lower your back toward the mat, lower your feet towards the floor. Don't go all the way down. Hold it about 2 inches on each side. Good. Exhale, bring it back up to the balance position. Now lower. Now come back up. Now lower. Now come back up. Awesome. Now exhale and lay it down to the floor. Take about 3 seconds in Shavasana, laying flat out. You just helped your abs. For those of you who want to go nuts, do about 6 or 7 more of those. Let your abs sing for you today. I'll wake you up in that space. So as we work this solar plexus chakra, we are now moved up from the color yellow. It's time for us to go to the heart chakra. So bring yourself back up to seating from Shavasana. And then just spin around on the floor so that you come to all fours. We're going into the camel pose, which is a great pose to open up that heart. And y'all, we're moving through these chakras today. So good. From that position of all fours, go ahead and sit up on your knees, stacking your shoulders and your hips and your knees into a perfect line. I feel like one of those dance teachers, Alvin Ailey or Dr. Fields at Fisk or somebody. You have little dance teachers walk around with that stick and they always get you in alignment. So with alignment, your knees, your hips, and your shoulders and the crown of your head are all in alignment. So in the old days, they had those cruel guys coming like, "It is not in alignment." They start papping you with the stick. I shall not do that, ever. On tape. So we are going, I won't do it. So we've got that. So let's place our hands on our hips. Good. Go ahead and spread your fingers. Wrap your fingers around your hips so that you can really feel your thumbs at the lower part of your back, at your spine and that lumbar region. Good. Go ahead and begin to press that pelvis forward. And as you do so, bring those elbows together, right? Open that chest now. You're going to feel it when you pull those elbows together. So instead of chicken wings, we want alignment. Open the chest. Relax some shoulders back and down. And then lower the back of your head, the crown of your head, lower it toward the back of the room, lifting the crown toward the ceiling, lifting your chin up. Keep your chin up. That's a song. Ooh, child, things are gonna get open up. Keep your chin up. Ooh, child, things will get tighter. They'll get looser, actually. Good. So for those of you in the camel position, this is more than enough. You can point your toes toward the back of the room and rest on them, or you can tuck your toes and just rest on your toes. Those of you who want a deeper stretch, then from this position, you can reach back, place your hands on your ankles or your heels or a block on either side. Find it. If you are practicing and you really want to feel a great stretch without judgment, I dare you to try this either now or later after the practice. Go to the wall, face the wall, place your pelvis on the wall, place your navel on the wall, and then go into the pose. And you're gonna find that wall is gonna make you feel safe, but you're gonna feel your chest open. From this space now, your heart is open. And now that your heart is open, you are beaming like Iron Man's center power source, your heart energy, chakra space into the universe. Beam it in, find the space of stillness, and just breathe. Wherever your position is, just breathe. One more deep inhale. Exhale, blow it all out and come back to that upright position. Good. You're doing absolutely great. So for those of you who are going to practice bridge, we're going into the bridge position. So come back to the seated position, swivel around. This position is going to be for the throat chakra. So you know we have 3 positions you can get in. Traditional bridge, legs up against the wall. So for those of you who are doing legs against the wall, that's just as good. Or for those of you who want to do shoulder stand, you can move into shoulder stand as well. So we can do all 3 of those. It's yogi's choice, as we say in the yogic tradition. But for now, we're going to lie flat on our back in the middle of the mat. Great. Bring your feet towards your buttocks. Flat on the ground. Good. Center your head in alignment space. We're going to eventually tuck our chin into our chest. You're not going to move your head from side to side. That will jack up your spine, and I'm not going to be responsible for jacking up those spines. We are in the healing business at Infinity Fellowship. Rev Jeff is going to keep his yoga license. Take a big inhale. Exhale, relax. Big inhale, lift those hips up toward the ceiling as if I've inserted a hook in your navel. Raise them up. And then reach your hands towards your heels. Some of you may touch your heels. Some of you may grab your ankles. Some of you may simply place your hands together underneath your body, underneath your buttocks. Point your fingers, interlace your fingers, however it's comfortable for you. Find that bridge position. If you need assistance, you can place in a wonderful way the block. You can place the block flat under your back. If you've got a pillow, you can place the pillow there. You can place it on the narrow side. You can place it on the high side. Sometimes I like to place it on the high side because the high side gives me more lift and I feel safer. So whatever that supported position it is, for those of you who have legs against the wall, you simply roll into the position where your back is flat on the floor and your legs are against the wall. If you have shoulder stand in you, you can go into shoulder stand at this point right now. Let's get 5 deep breaths in this position of stillness. We have now moved to the throat chakra. Lisa is going into shoulder stand, so I'm going to go over here and check and help. Those of you who want to talk into shoulder stand, that's it. You raise your hips up toward the ceiling, and each time you raise your hips a little higher, you simply place your hands in your lower back, and then you bring your elbows in. That's it. And the higher you press on your back, the higher your hips will go and the higher your legs will go. Point them straight and try to align them, not behind your head, but try to align them with your hips. You want to come into it, Smoochie? Come on. Say it. Say it in my mic. Say it in my neck.
I'm going to do this one exercise because I like it.
Okay, good. Go to the side there. Go to the side so people can see. Yes. You're a yogi, so you can do it. So press hands down. I'm going to talk you through it. Raise those hips. Good. Now place those hands behind your back. Yes. Now press them up. Keep your chin tucked and lift. Good. Bring your shoulders, your elbows in. Reach higher. Good. Hold that position and breathe. Do not move your head from side to side. Shoulder stand. You can also do shoulder stand against the wall. That's the beauty of it. 2 more full breaths. If you'll notice, you'll hear the ujjayi more in this position because you feel like you're doing this anyway. So embrace it. That deep ujjayi breath. Great job, y'all. Big inhale, and then on an exhale, lower yourself out of the pose. Come to a seated position. Good. That's your throat chakra. You've activated the space of speaking. Thank you, Kamaria, for that. Great help. Go put us on our third eye chakra so we can focus on our third eye. This is the position. This is lotus position. This is easy pose. That's what we call it here in the yogic tradition. We are focusing now the energy to that space between your eyebrows, the middle of your forehead. So as you are in this space, I want you to go ahead and just relax your palms. Matter of fact, lay your hands on the top of your knees with the back of your hands there and your palms open. Go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to focus on the stillness here. As the breath enters the body, as alignment is here, we are inhaling and exhaling deeply, and even though the breath is entering the body, we are breathing in through our third eye. So as your eyes are closed, I want you to roll your inside of your eyes upward as if you are looking at that point just between your eyebrows. So you're actively looking with your eyeballs, even though you're in the darkness, in through the third eye. And I want you to see a beautiful violet light entering in. Each time you inhale, that violet light is entering your body, coming down into your entire consciousness, surrounding you in light and love. And when you exhale, it is all exiting into the world as pure, unadulterated consciousness. Feel it. Embrace it. This is the true concept of the word namaste. The divine light in me recognizes the divine light in you. In traditional church, they would say, the Jesus in me loves the Jesus in you. It's so easy to love. This is the interpretive scripture. We walk by faith and not by sight. This is the interpretive scripture. Where there is no vision, the people perish. This is the space of seeing beyond the physical. By breathing in now, we are opening ourselves to see with our third eye, the I that is beyond the two physical, the pineal gland, the space of activated dreams, of activated vision. We embrace it right now. Feel the peace, the love, the joy, the connectivity with all of humanity. Deep inhale here to affirm the opening of that third eye. Exhale, slowly blink those eyes open. We could stay there forever. I encourage you to go back to that space today anytime you need. Lie back into Shavasana. Shavasana beginning as an active pose. An active pose because it is the activation of the final chakra. It is the activation of the crown chakra. It is the space beyond our 6 physical body spaces, our 6 physical wheels of life. It is the space where divine source takes over, where universe takes over, where vibrational space takes over. Breathe it in and congratulate yourself for making it through the practice. You might want to take your lights down. Some people like to do that, put their incense on. I'm going to smudge everybody here. I'll put some incense into the air for you. I'll use Palo Santo today. I'll use a little bit of copal today, but you're going to absolutely love it and feel it. And we invite you to love on yourself in this moment. I accept in this moment the love that universe has for me. I accept the charge of living in divine purpose. I accept the agreement that I made with the universe to come into this world and to leave it changed and transformed. I accept what appear to be obstacles and embrace them as opportunities for growth. I am renewed in this moment. I am healthy in this moment. My mind, my body, and my spirit are healed in this moment. I am whole. I was birthed from a loving universe, so I am love. I was birthed from an expansive universe. It is my nature to expand and grow. I accept my healing today. I accept my empowerment today. I accept my assignment to live and walk in divine purpose. And so it is. Wiggle your toes a little bit to come back into this consciousness space. I know that it can take you to another level of consciousness. Good. And as you are in this space now of supercharged energy and relaxation, go ahead and roll over to one side or the other. Breathe in deeply in that fetal position, the position that you can always go to when you need a little help, when you need a little remembrance. Go back to the way you were in mama's womb. Yes. Congratulate yourself for getting through the practice today, for getting through Yoga Sunday. It's been a great day. Press yourself up to seated position. Go ahead and place your hands at heart center. Let us do 3 ohms to end the practice. Inhale. Inhale and exhale. And as we complete today, I thank you for giving me the honor of practicing with me. The divine in me most definitely recognizes the divine in you. Namaste. Namaste. Some of you might say, namaste on the mat for a little while. I'm not going to get up. I'm going to stay on the mat right now. No, I'm going to stay right here. That's where I'm going to be. But look, y'all, you got through Yoga Sunday. If you're a first timer, how'd you like it? Come on back to the chat. Pick those thumbs up and send us a message. Let us know what your first yoga church experience was. We'd like to know all about it. Send us an email. Scroll back and get the visitors welcome so that we can send you a little love note and a welcome gift. And most importantly, as our hearts and minds are clear, know that we see you and we recognize you at infinity. Next week, We've got awesome Fifth Sunday. Every time we have a Fifth Sunday, we do something very special. So we're going to showcase the talents of people at Infinity. For those of you who are members of Infinity, of course, look, check your emails. We sent out information about membership meeting. The entire community is invited on Saturday to Trunk or Treat. Trunk or Treat, 3 to 5 p.m. right here at Infinity Center. Look, bring the kids. Car decorating contest. We start decorating cars at 2 o'clock. Bring some candy to give away. We're going to have plenty of candy too. Bring a costume. Bring something that you wear that you want to have fun in. We also are going to have the play games. We got the Haunted Woods. We've got the Haunted Woods. It's me. Is that it down? Shmee. Shmee. I'm not going to tell you who's going to be in those haunted woods, but you better go and have yourself a good time. We're going to have food, popcorn, family fun. Just come on out and have a good time. We'll put a slide up for it as we leave. But we're just going to keep the regular groove music going, Daniel, as we get on out of here and give the rest of our slides. This has been Rev Jeff. On behalf of the Infinity Fellowship family, we love you guys, and we speak in this moment that the love of God, the power of the ancestors, and the cosmos rest, rule, rock, and abide with you, henceforth, now, and forevermore. Let us say together, and we'll put it up on the screen for you. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. We love you guys. We'll see you same time next week. Hope to meet you in person soon. See you soon. Peace and blessings.